The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 WGBC invites you to the talk of all the towns in East Mississippi and West Alabama. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
And good Monday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. We left that light on once again, Candace.
Why do I do that every single time?
My fault. I left it on. But believe it or not, now is the time. It's D-Day. It's time to start Christmas shopping. You got to do it.
Time to start?
It's time to start. I have not yet.
Yeah.
So
a lot of guys do wait to the last minute. Look, I have been guilty of waiting to the last minute a lot of times. So
I think that gift certificates are way underrated. Go get what you want.
they are. They're a good thing. A lot of people love gift certificates.
And I only say that because there are certain people like my wife that you truly cannot buy for because they will not let you buy it. They go get what they want, and then there's nothing left.
Well, a gift certificate is always a good thing. You can pick what you want and be done. But I have like one or two more things I need to buy today, and then I'll be done. Hopefully I'll be done if my things that I ordered come in.
Now, there's that group of people that will say that, well, you're supposed to pay attention to your spouse and know what they want. I'm that person that could drive by with a whole new flower bed and never see it. That's me. So why would you expect me to know that kind of stuff?
You don't pay attention to detail. That's what you're saying.
I got other things happening, so to speak there. How is everybody? We want you to know that you need to go find your coat. If you have not seen your coat in the last 8 months, you should go find said coat quick.
Yes, because you're going to need it this morning. And you're really going to need it, what, Thursday or Friday?
Yes, we have extreme cold weather. And let's get into talking about really what is going to happen. You're going to have extreme temperatures where we will have negative. It's going to be negative 10 below, not 10 below. Yeah, with the wind chill as that comes in. Let me get back up here to what our forecast calls for. Now, as we go over and take a look at this, our friends at Wilson Saul brings us this. Look at this. Now, 46 today for a high. As we come on across here, let's look on about here. Thursday, 14. Some are showing 12 and 16 here. We're averaging out there about 14. Now, I'm not going to take out the chance that there could be right here a chance of a flur. Let's go ahead and get that out there. It could happen. We're not going to totally dismiss that snow could happen. It's up in the air. We'll find out. We know how Mississippi is. You say it's not, it will.
That's right. I think it snowed in April one year. We were not even expecting it at all. So
we need antifreeze checked if you hadn't checked that in your cars. And let's go ahead and make sure that you got propane for those poor guys that deliver that. Won't be hustling it on Thursday and Friday trying to refuel your tanks.
Right. Yes.
Get that taken care of. And pets. We've really got to look at this of that extra hay, whatever it is, put out. And also, and I asked this earlier, I don't know the answer to this before I open up this can of worms, but there are a lot, we know without a doubt, there's a lot of homeless folks in our area, shelters of that need. If you know of any, please post those. We know the Salvation Army exists. They have a certain time that they close. But as always, there's somebody left out in the cold. We know that, and we don't want that to happen. So if you know somewhere, pass that information along to us.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, and somebody, memo, we got that.
Right, yeah.
Naked man needs to know.
I think if you bought him a whole wardrobe, I don't think he'd wear it.
So what we need is somebody to go park about 5:30 on North Hill Street and just hold a note up as he runs by. He might grab it.
He might have a few icicles hanging off at him. I don't know. But no, like, be sure really that you winterize everything. And a lot of people don't think about campers and, you know, if you haven't drained all the hoses on those campers and stuff, because those can freeze and bust. So
also your household faucets, those are a big nasty one. Look, we've even brought in, we've got some special guests to be joining us here in a little bit. We brought in a translator. You go, wow. We got somebody from California that's going to be here. And for a few folks, they can't understand people from California. So I got a Southerner who's going to translate anything that is not acknowledgeable. Y'all be ready for that. Ole Miss is in the house, y'all. This is like a big deal. We really do.
It is a big deal. It's a very big deal for our area, and a lot of people have been talking about it, and it's going to be a nice thing that people can utilize.
Layden's going to be with us. She's a big-time pitcher at Ole Miss. You know, don't rush off on that. Let's talk about a few things that happened last night. Gunshots. I know I shocked everybody when I said that, but it did happen in Meridian, Mississippi just last night. As we pull up and we take a look of where, this would be Highway 19 is where we will find these gunshots. This is the intersection 5th Street and Highway 19 as you're going to College Park. Someone thought it was a clever thing to do, roll down the window, just let out about 5 rounds. No one was hit. No one was injured at this time. A lot of times we don't know about this until it rains and then someone has a leak in their roof.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. That does happen there.
Or a hole in the window when they come to work the next day. Yeah.
We also got reports of shots fired last night around 19th Street. If you were in the area of 4300 block of 19th Street, again, no injuries. This would be just north of Highland Park. Let's click on this where you can see this a little bit better here. Here's Highland Park. It would be just due north of there. 19th Street is where all of that went down, the 4300 block. And again, no one hurt, no one injured in that. Doesn't always work out that way, as we well know is how things go about. Now, we had some more of this. Let me go down and take a look. I had another shooting. We'll get to that in just a moment there. Let's talk about our guys that really like to break into things. They started earlier last night in Meridian. Downtown Meridian, around 8 o'clock, as I spoke to the business owner that was standing there with one phone with me and the Meridian Police Department staring at him and going, are you going to catch these guys? What you going to do?
Yeah.
They killed power to his business and broke in and attempted to take all of his tools. We don't have an itemized list yet, but we'll talk to them. This was Tires Plus. This is right by the train station, about a half a mile from there.
Yeah.
Right up from where Boyd's Cleanup that got broke into not long ago. They also would be hit by these folks. And again, why no one's been electrocuted, we don't know. Maybe they took an electrician's course, but they kill the power by breaking something every time.
And I mean, I know people are so fed up with this mess, especially like business owners who are getting things stolen, like tools. Tools are super expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, to replace those is probably an arm and a leg. I mean,
Well, it's like
really
somebody
does.
coming in and stealing your scissors.
Yeah.
You couldn't do your job then.
Yeah. It's just people are fed up. I don't know what's going to happen that can change this whole scenario, but I mean, people have just had enough. So
I want to go out and congratulate somebody on this because this is really a big deal. Now I bumped into his daddy the other day. I was in Philadelphia, Talbert Enterprises. Y'all know where I'm talking about, where we ain't no junkyard. I ran into his daddy. He goes, "You seen my boy lately?" I said, "No, he's been kind of missing there. Kenny's been hiding from me." He goes, "Well, he ain't been at home." And I find out why Kenny has not been at home. He got his blessings from his wife and closed the rear door on that horse trailer, and off he went. He's been off rodeoing a little bit, and he's come home with the gold, the buckle. And let's pull this up. This is really and truly a big deal for our area as he makes top 15, y'all. National Quarter Horse Association, top 15 worldwide championship. He did it there. That's the buckle that y'all start seeing him wear there. Now, he'll have Heather polishing that for him every night.
and
I
that's
want y'all to know that.
the cutting horses, like they do on the movie Yellowstone.
There you go.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Look where they,
He even got a jacket to go along with this. This is really and truly a big deal.
That is a big deal because that's a big talent, and to be able to work those horses like that and know exactly what to do, and the horses being trained just so. I mean, it's a neat thing to watch.
So next time you bump into Kenny, give him a pat on the back and give him a "Dattaboy." That is first time
great.
out, top 15 world champion.
Congratulations.
Boy, I don't guess I've ever placed anything like that. Wait a minute. What else happened in Meridian over the weekend? Candace, we had a drive-by shooting.
No.
Right there. Highway 39 bypass is where this all went on early Sunday morning. It would be 3 gentlemen in a car driving along. I think they were minding their own business. The next thing you know, a car pulled up and shot at them. All 3 of them get hit, and they rush on to the hospital. They drove to the hospital themselves. Nothing serious. It's not life-threatening, but right there at that intersection, bullet and lead was flying. It was talked about forever. I got all kinds of texts of, Scotty, what happened?
2:30 a.m.
Yep.
So
That'll wake you up from a slumber. But fortunately, no one passed away on this incident when it happened there. Now, this was a big deal, and I did not get a chance to make it. I had every intention of going, and everything else happened. Marty Stewart, Sam Cooke are among 5 people that got put into, and I got to get that fixed. That there's cutting my top off there. But Sam Cooke got inducted to the Max Hall of Fame.
it's great.
Boy, Sam Cooke, one of the greatest there ever was at singing. And of course, as you go down, you'll see Marty Stewart there, and this is the family members of the others that were inducted to the Max Hall of Fame. And they'll get that star. Pretty neat deal for Meridian, Mississippi to have this in our hometown.
That is neat.
Now, you have to go around 8 blocks to try to get there right now with the traffic. It's kind of like a hurdle there. Can you get downtown?
The traffic is crazy right now anyway for the holidays. But
And you might think, Scotty Ray's over talking about crime. Oh, no, we're not done. This happened almost the exact same time last year. Seems just like yesterday we was talking about the poor old pizza boy that's trying to make a living and out.
I thought that had happened.
It did.
Before, yeah.
I'm not sure if the same pizza guy or not.
It's really not.
But they even took his pizza. I mean, it got that bad. They took his pizza from him. Now, I want y'all to remember this, and I mean this. If you are a criminal watching me right now, keep in mind they use credit cards. People pay for this over the phone. He does not have cash.
Yeah, that was really an ignorant thing to do. I mean,
So
really.
as they took his, they didn't have money to take, so they took his car. Then they took all his pizzas that he was going to deliver, and there's some hungry folks out there still upset over it, and I hope they don't catch y'all. People get upset when they don't get their food. But as it turns out, now, as this went on, and if you'll read some of the comments, I had someone post that they were kin to the gentleman that was robbed. They took his car, hot rodded it. It's not in good shape now. They ran it as far as they could and jumped out and ran. They were apprehended. Three of the 4 were juveniles. We got to draw a line, get this taken care of.
And I mean, like I said a while ago, people are fed up with this, and it's really, they're going to mess with the wrong person.
Oh, absolutely.
At some point. And it's not going to be a good outcome.
We got a lot to talk about this morning. Parades that were big over the weekend, big toy giveaways, a lot more went on in Meridian. All that's up and coming. And also our special guest, let's take a quick look at her across the county here. This lady's coming up to tell us a little bit more about, well, Ole Miss and pitching and what good it is. Look at her. Ain't she pretty? California right there. They got swimming pools, all that stuff out there, y'all. We'll be right back. As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Time to stop spending your entire weekend mowing grass. Step up to a Skag zero-turn lawnmower. Freeman Tractor in Collinsville has the #1 rated zero-turn mower, Skag, with cutting widths from 36 inches to 72 inches. Skag, the #1 choice of professional landscapers because they know nothing outcuts or outlasts a Skag. 0% financing for 48 months with payments starting as low as $129 a month. Stop by Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 and see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Tate's Fireworks in Marion is open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. and again on New Year's Eve from 8 a.m. until. They offer professional-grade fireworks at a low price, and if you don't want to scare your pets, they offer versions that are sensory-friendly. Video monitors placed throughout their store to demonstrate how they perform in the sky. Tate's Fireworks has maintained the same great prices they offered last year. Be sure to check out their buy one, get one bins, and don't forget, they guarantee no duds at Tate's. Shop local with Jeff Tate and family at Tate's Fireworks in Marion and Collinsville.
Have you been in an auto accident? Call Will Parker. Get the help you deserve. Call Will Parker. Don't settle for less and know your rights. Call Will Parker. Call or go online at parkerfirm.net. Call your Meridian lawyer, Will Parker.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Candace. And as we promised, all the way in, shipped in from Ole Miss this morning, Landon Bruce. How in the world are you doing over there?
I'm good. Thanks for having me this morning.
So glad. And we do have your translator, Chris Thompson, in with us in case you throw a word out that we don't know what you mean.
So she'll probably need a translator
in case I
for
have to
us.
fixing too.
Fixing to. I mean, you never know. Yeah. So how's it?
Like I said a while ago.
Yeah, you have to use language like that. So what was your first thought when you landed in deep in the South here from California? Had you ever visited here before?
I had never been anywhere past Texas before in the South, so this was definitely like a big culture shock for me, but I absolutely loved it. Absolutely fell in love the minute I stepped on campus in Oxford. Oxford is such a super special place.
Have they told you not to swat at the state bird yet?
I have not heard that.
Yeah, don't be swatting mosquitoes around here and kill our state bird. We got to protect it.
Yeah, but I have nothing but love for Oxford and Mississippi, and I absolutely love it down here.
So how long have you been pitching up there?
This is my third year. I'm a junior this year, so.
Well,
I've been there for 3
congratulations.
years.
Have you found a boyfriend yet?
I have.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about
Well,
that.
we don't.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's my nephew, and so I'm trying to.
Try to.
Yeah, she's not making real good life choices here lately.
Well, good luck with that, and we hope you'll come to your senses before it's all said and done there.
Thank you.
Don't hold it against us. But this week, you're doing something kind of special for the kids. And if you're not aware of this, Chris, I'll let you fill everybody in on this. The Performance Academy has opened up in Meridian. It's a whole new way for people to come out and learn a little bit about baseball.
Yeah, we're in downtown Meridian. It's 2516 5th Street. Dr. Murad and myself went in, and it's 13,000 square foot facility. It's heated and cooled.
That's a
We've
lot.
got, 10 cages, hit track system, Rapsodo, which those are the technology platforms that will help the coaches. It takes in all the data from the pitching and hitting and
Now, do y'all have machines throwing, or you got Bo Harala back there really chunking the
yeah,
baseballs?
Bo's not throwing.
Okay.
He couldn't throw when he was in high school. No, we have a Fungo Man pitching machines. They're automated, so nobody, they hold like 6 dozen softballs and 8 dozen baseballs. So coaches can spend time, the dads, the whoever, the trainers can spend time sitting there watching what they're doing instead of, feeding balls or throwing.
And this also give you stats, electronic stats back out? And
Keeps
gives
up
you.
with everything, every swing you take, every pitch you take, from the time that you come. 10 years from now, if they're still coming, then we can go back and look all the way to
Your improvements or where you slacked
correct.
in.
Yes.
Wow.
So
That's really neat.
yeah, it's really, really neat. We were the Diamond Elite 11U team came in, had their team party yesterday. Saturday morning, I walked in, and Hunter Hines from Mississippi State was in there taking BP. He was here for a wedding. And, I walked up to him and said, "You bring your bat everywhere you go?" He said, yeah.
Kinda like,
Well, that sounds like my 8-year-old. He is obsessed. I mean, he's
Totally.
always got a glove and a ball in his hand. Always.
Yeah, well, Meridian's such a hotbed for talent, baseball talent, and it always has been. My kids have played. My 2 older sons have played. My 9-year-old playing, and yes, Candace, I do have a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
And so it's just something that I always wanted to do.
now this is happening. And what are you going to be doing here this week? This is where this comes about, Landon. Tell us what you're going to be out doing.
So thanks to Chris, he invited me down to come give lessons this week. So I'll be giving lessons 10 to 6, Monday through Friday. So I'm super, super excited about it.
Now, do you do overhanded, underhanded? What is it? What is it? You have to fill me because this Chris told you.
It's underhanded.
It's underhanded. You wind your arm up and you chunk it.
Correct. Yeah.
You ever tried that with high heels yet? Where you
I have not, but maybe I should.
That comes in handy later in life. I'm just trying to warn your nephew there of what's coming. Don't know what about it.
Well, to put it in perspective for you, she's 43 foot away and throwing it, 68 to 72,
Yeah.
you said?
60,
Wow.
70, yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
so that's equivalent to about 100-mile-an-hour fastball in baseball.
Girl,
Great.
what an arm she's got on her.
Now you know why she's 6-0.
I do. Yeah, and speaking of, what are the stats on that, Chris? I put my thing down. You've had, if I remember now, you've pitched 212, thrown 212, only 9
12 batters.
batters. So it's triple that. 212 batters, and only 9 people have walked. That's serious.
Yeah, you combined to, tell them, you combined to throw a
Yeah,
no-hitter?
so last year, me and 2 other pitchers, we combined for the first no-hitter in Ole Miss history since 2014 against Tennessee State. That was super fun.
throw a shutout against as a freshman, right?
Yeah, my first collegiate start, we played UConn. We were at Baylor. It was like a Texas tournament. My first collegiate start through a 7-inning shutout.
So and let's just back that up. A shutout, even I know what that is. How does it feel to walk away after you do that? You go, wow, did I just do that?
It was super fulfilling because it's something that I've worked for my whole life. So to come out my first game ever And to do that was super awesome, but obviously I couldn't do it without my teammates putting up runs and defending the ball behind me. So it was a super awesome.
I want to warn you now, after about 4 years in the state of Mississippi, you would have walked away and went, golly, you'd have done a Gomer on everybody. Let's go war start coming on you now.
Yes, I'm super excited. Like I said, I'm in my third year. So 2 more years left. I've had nothing but love this place. So I'm super excited to play my 2 more years and then see what's in store afterwards.
Oh, we're proud
You know
for
what?
you.
She came. She had all these universities that naturally, you were one of the top 15 or 20 pitchers in the country when she was being recruited. And you know why she chose Ole Miss?
Your nephew.
No.
Okay. Pecan pie?
Let me say, no.
What was it that made you go?
Oxford. She just liked Oxford.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I had never, like I said, I'd never been here.
Life choices, Scotty Ray.
It is life choices.
Not.
When I first got recruited here, I didn't even know where Ole Miss was. I couldn't have told you where Oxford, Mississippi was on the map. I had no clue.
The state fans are loving this right now.
Yeah, they are. Going, yeah.
My parents were like, you're going to go. Like, we're going to see what it's like. You never know. Like, you might love it. I was like, fine, whatever. We got here, and I was like, wow, like, this place is amazing. Like, I had never experienced anything like it before. The people just really brought me in. And I hadn't even, like, committed yet or anything, and they were just like, I felt like family. And so the environment in Oxford and the people just make it feel like home.
So let's go ahead and ask the big question. Have you had the all-American meal in the state of Mississippi, tater logs at a convenience store yet? Have you really? I mean, you ain't lived till you've done that.
I have not.
Scuba, Mississippi, 4-way stop. David Burns has got you some right there on the left. Bust on up in there and get you some.
Maybe we'll stop on the way home.
He just got about $10 for saying that.
But it's one of those things of, if you're in a hurry on the highways of Mississippi, tater logs, there's one on every corner. You're not going to find that in California. Mm-hmm. I have been out there, and y'all do have a beautiful, it is just totally different. It's have you gotten used to our way of thinking yet?
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest things is like the pace of life. Like, it's such a slower pace of life here. Like California, it's go, go, go all the time.
Yeah.
And people here are like, I can get across town in like 5 minutes. And in California, 5 miles takes you an hour.
Yeah.
So definitely like the slower pace of life, but I definitely love it a lot. And I think it kind of gave me like a different perspective and outlook on things. So I definitely think I've adjusted.
So what time, how do we do this if we wanted to come learn something from her, Chris?
Well, we can, most people have been Facebook messaging us. We don't open up until 3, and we're open from 3 to 8. However, this week we'll be there. Somebody will be there at 10 o'clock since Landon will be giving lessons from 10 to 6. So they can call 601-453-3440 is our phone number. They can call, make arrangements through that.
And that's how you find it on Facebook there. That's what it looks like.
Our website also should be on Facebook as well. It's pa393.org. And all the information is on there. So yeah, but she has a handful of slots available left. And this is a good opportunity for the younger kids, for kids, even if they have a pitching coach, it's good to come and get a perspective from somebody who's Division I in anything
is major.
And just to be able to pick Landon's brain on, different things, different aspects of the game, it's a good opportunity for the kids.
All right, we got more questions for y'all. Y'all don't rush off. We're gonna be right back here in just a moment as we get this Monday morning started off. It's very, very cold.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in. are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Boy, they put on all the doings in Marion, Mississippi this past weekend.
They did. I saw the pictures of the people lined up and the toy-a-thon.
Yeah, this is a quick look here of just so many people turned out to this. And we'll have Randall in with us on Thursday. If you look at this, it was a huge crowd here as we pan the crowd of here people that turned out to this. Each child got a toy, and then while supplies lasted, they had one big family toy there. But as long as supplies lasted, they spent a lot of money. A lot of sponsors went into this helping these kids, and we certainly appreciate each and every one of y'all that helped out with this.
Oh, yeah.
Made some faces. And just to tell you how important that was, the very first person, it didn't start till 8 a.m. They were in their chair at 4 a.m. to be first in line to be able to go in and get to choose. I got there at 7:15, and it was a line wrapped all the way around. By then,
there are there's just a lot of kids that go without toys at Christmas. It breaks my heart to even think about,
it is
a child sitting there without a toy. I don't know.
So we did all of that, and then that night they broke it out, and they had the big Christmas parade. As we gave you live coverage, street by street coverage of what was going on in Marion. We even talked about what people were having in the house. I saw somebody have a chili. We described that to a T. What was going on?
It was kind of like stand-up comedy on a float. It really was.
Candace couldn't be there, so I got Chris Reed to join me, and we went down through there, talked about everything that happened. It was a lot of fun. Big fireworks finale. If you got to watch that,
y'all are double trouble when y'all get together.
It was a mess. And I just got to say, Tommy Ainsworth, thank you for pulling us. But we passed like 8 floats to get in our position.
Oh, did you?
Now, he didn't let up. Mashed that gas. We just blew him off the road. Passed Santa Claus in a hurry. But truly, I appreciate everybody inviting us out to that Christmas parade. We had a lot of fun there being a part of that. Now, going back to a few things that went on in the neighborhood, structure fire broke out early Saturday morning. The Meridian Fire Department, I have to give them that a boy for what they done on Saturday. As we look at this, 26th Avenue, it would be the 1000 block of that. They arrived on scene. It was an abandoned building, a former business that was on fire. Firemen, it was fully engulfed. They were able to get in and save 3 people that were inside. 3 homeless people were in there. They got the building evacuated. No one was hurt, thank God. Now, how did the fire begin? The fire marshals will investigate that. But one can guess, go out on a limb to think that maybe they were trying to keep warm inside. The building was destroyed and they disappeared as they went to investigate that into the crowd. But at the end of the day, yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's what mattered there. A home was hit with gunfire over the weekend, also in Meridian. You go, well, why didn't the homeowner notice it? Well, they were away from home, and they're not real sure which day that it happened. As we pull up our map here and we take a look here, this is where it went on. It would be in the 1700 block of 30th Avenue. This would be back up in this area here near Highland Park. Nothing worse than coming home and noticing, oh, look, there's a bullet in the side of my house. Doesn't make you feel comfortable, does it?
No.
Certainly doesn't.
That's scary.
Now, and I use this picture because this was near and dear to my heart because there were so many people that came together on Friday afternoon. I was over in Marion earlier that afternoon. I got a call that there was a situation. And we would learn that a little girl had come up missing. Her name was Callie. She was 12 years old. She was autistic, and they couldn't find her. The family had been searching for about 5 hours. And that's where Meridian came together. Lima would disperse, the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. I spoke with Ward. I spoke with Billy. I spoke with just about every form of communication there was, volunteer fire departments, lined up, and they covered the woods. And I think it was within 45 minutes this little girl was found, safe and sound. And you couldn't ask for a better ending to a story than that.
Yes, because that is scary. I mean, if your child comes up missing like that, your mind would go to so many different places, just, afraid of the outcome. But I'm so glad that she was found safe. So
I just got a text message, and yes, it is true. Let's We got to hold it all off.
Well, I saw a message a while ago that said, I just got an alert that snow will begin at any moment. Or something.
Let's go to our commentators here. We don't get this very much as our special guest. We're getting word now. Let's pull up radar so everybody knows. Let's go to it live here, Meridian Honda Radar. And here we are. What is that stuff? It's a mix right in our own area here. Matter of fact, let's zoom in and find out who's getting it here and turn on some locations. As we go up near Philadelphia, let's start there. Yep, y'all got it up here by the Coliseum, just due north of Neshoba Central, and this will be out here on the rural route, and out here at the Exxon, right there, Edinburgh. Y'all got a little bit of this sleet mixture. As we come down Highway 19, we're even getting a little bit there in Little Rock, as we come across right there at the four-way stop out at the Piggly Wiggly, and you stick your tongue out and feel it. Candace, you want to go do an on-scene report for us?
I think I'll pass on that.
But all this area out past Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, even over here to the Duffy Volunteer Fire Department, out by the Ralph Morgan Rodeo, we're seeing things in eastern Lauderdale County, Rainbow Lakes Russell Christian Academy, and as we go down South Mississippi, out here in this area here at Plant Sweat, passing Greg's, and way over here to the Girl Scouts.
Yeah. It's looking like it might come through our area.
Well, yeah, it's going to move right on across.
Yeah.
So a little bit of sleet mixture, whatever you want to call it. How y'all feel about that?
I saw it was down there in God's country at Clarkdale.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wonder, like, when the temperatures drop way down, we're supposed to have rain. That's always scary when you have low temperatures and you have rain. You worry about the roads icing over.
We could have some black stuff coming up on Thursday night, so y'all be careful, called black ice.
Yes.
Did y'all have snow in Temecula?
We did not.
So you live in a part of California that does not get the snow.
Correct. Yes.
Did you ever meet the Beach Boys? That's all we really know about California
not.
around here.
Unfortunately,
You didn't? Do you know who the Beach Boys are?
I do. Yes.
Boy, I feel better. I thought I was going to have the big one there.
She corrected me this morning whenever we was on. I said, "Is it Temecula?" She looked at me all crazy and she said, "It's Temecula." Like you can't read.
If you will put her in a truck and drive her about 39 miles due north of here and stop at Wahalik, and I bet she can't pronounce Sugarlock. You'll never be able to pronounce that.
So have you picked up on any of the accent yet? I mean, have you developed an accent at all? With some, or using some words?
Maybe some words.
Yeah.
I've definitely, y'all has been in my vocabulary a lot more.
Yeah.
But the fixing to, that one's new to me.
Do you want to yet?
Or ain't?
Yeah, that one.
Well, we're getting this Pine Springs now getting reports of sleet. We also got it all around here. Sebastopol getting it. Look at the comments. Boy, it is cutting up today.
Said walk outside. I bet we could open that window over there, or the blinds, not open the window.
I ain't opening no window for nobody right now. I'm just going to go ahead. Chris ain't going to do that.
Negative goes right.
We get cold. We'll be right back with more on the way as we start your Monday morning here with Scotty Ray and Candace.
For a child will be born, for us a son will be given to us, and the government will be on his shoulders. He'll be named Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Reed Tree Service.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen now as they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
The Square Peg Mini Mall is located across from the Neshoba County Co-op in Philadelphia. And they're getting ready for the Christmas season with a large variety of furniture and over 30 vendors to browse through. You can take advantage of the layaway on furniture and not pick it up until Christmas Eve. The inventory is constantly updating, and there's always a chance for a surprise when you step inside. Family owned and operated, where they treat you like family. Come visit the Square Peg Mini Mall located at 335 West Main Street in Philadelphia. Maple's One Stop is there for you. You'll find them out at Causeville this morning. They already got breakfast on the table. You need you some bacon, they've got it for you there. Gerald Wayne might even be seen in the neighborhood this morning. telling folks what to do, mightn't he, Chris?
Yeah, there's no doubt. You can't
Grits.
matter of fact, I thought he might be the naked man one time.
They got lunch menus coming up this morning. Don't forget that. They'll have 2 vegetables and a meat, sweet tea, all that for only $8.99. Find it all there at Maples. Great folks that'll take care of you. The loyalty coffee program, a whole lot more. Cold drinks, candy bars. Yep, they got it for you there. See them. Maples one-stop shop. They've got, 6 locations scattered around town with lottery tickets in each place. Pine Springs, Bonita, Causeville, even out at 31st, the Broadmoor Chevron, and Last Chance Tobacco. Drop in and visit them today at Maples one-stop shop for all that you might need. Now, each and every day we give you a little glimpse back of things that went on in time, days gone by. Let's go back to, it was a very cold day back in 1777 on this date, and old boy decided that it just wasn't worth fighting no more.
River.
Yeah. He crossed the river. He was tired.
Yeah.
And if you'll remember, as history taught us, that he had a little bottle that night and he chucked it in the river. Somebody found it 200 years later. Do you know that happened?
No, I didn't.
Seriously. He was presented a wine bottle and it had a little tag on it that said presented to General George Washington on that date. The tag was still on it and he chunked it.
Really?
And it was found by a metal detector, still intact.
Wow.
George would set up at Valley Forge and fight the winter. It was tough on it. Honestly, let's be truthful about this. It's a miracle that we have a country today of what they went through, the opposition that they fought, the cold weather. There was no heater to back up to. They even had towel. I'm telling you, it was so bad that they had wrapped their feet in rags and blood trailed the way to where they were. It truly, y'all don't know what we had, those stars and bars, those flags. There's a people that gave a lot for what we got now. That's why I respect our flag at all times. As we look to other things that went on this day, it was 1920. A little short guy would be born. He would be short his whole life, but you would know him from the Bird of Paradise. You would get to know him, the younger generation, by hanging out. Do you know this guy yet? Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do not.
You ever heard of Brad Paisley?
I have.
They became very close friends, and Brad felt that he should be in just nearly every video he had. As little Jimmy Dickens was born on this date back in 1920, they would become best of friends, and he did have a good time.
I got to see him at the
I
Grand
thought you
Ole
were talking about my nephew there for a minute.
So you met little Jimmy?
I did. Well, I didn't speak to him. We were backstage at the Grand Ole Opry. We got to go backstage and look around, and he walked right in front of me. And when they say little Jimmy Dickens, I'm telling you, I'm 5'4", and he was probably right here to me.
Yeah, he's a very short fellow.
He was very short. But I got to see him. It was right. It wasn't long before he passed away.
All right, quiz time. Let's ask you, what does when you think of Cincinnati, Ohio, does anything come to mind? Oh, I can see the puzzled look at her face now, Chris. Do turkeys mean anything to you from Cincinnati?
I don't think so.
Does Venus flytrap mean anything?
No.
Johnny Fever, does that mean anything? Oh, we in trouble, folks.
You've lost me now.
This is back. We watched this show.
Lonnie
Never
Anderson,
even seen
the
it.
hottest thing that ever got on television.
No, but WKRP
It is.
in Cincinnati.
Tim Reed was born on this date. He was Venus Flytrap, if y'all remember from the show. Absolutely the funniest thing that ever happened to radio. This show was it really during the 70s and 80s portrayed what went on behind the scenes in radio. The fun days.
The fun day.
It was. Look, y'all look at this clueless face over there. She's going, what are these people talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, life choices, Scott.
We would move, and you're not going to know this one. I'm going to give you a get out of jail card
Thank
on this.
you.
It was a show called Vegas. There was a guy named Dan Tanna that played the part. It was as a kid, I go, how did he park his car in his house? Well, he was a detective, and he did it. It was Robert Urich. He played that part. He's having a birthday today. He was born back in 46. And women thought he was it on a stick back in the day, especially those behind him there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting any comments from the peanut crowd over here.
Well,
What
I mean,
else did he play in? Because I don't know that I watched.
I didn't
the
watch
show
Vegas. I mean,
but he played in something.
Oh, it was several other.
you should have got out more, Scotty Ray.
We had 3 channels and 400 people in Scuba. There was nothing to do.
Well, obviously, except watch TV.
Yeah, that was it. 1947, this old girl got to singing backup songs. She hung around with Johnny Duncan. Stranger, Turn Out the Light and Love Me, and y'all got no
Here we
clue.
go
Yeah.
again.
Janie Freaky.
Yeah, who remembers her? She had a string of hits, and she was really, really good. But she'd done a lot of backup for a lot of people for years. But she had rightly so her own career that would come out, Tell Me a Lie, and a whole lot more. Whew. 1971, it would become a part of all of our homes when the first time we would see this. And some of the characters on this very first show, I'm going to tell you, go, well, that's not the right people. After it became a television show, you would get the characters that you would know.
Right.
Daddy Walton and all those. But on this date, 1971, it premiered the very first Waltons. And if you'll notice, that's not Daddy. That's John Boy, and that's not Mama.
Right.
Those two characters would get replaced by the ones that you know now.
But all the rest of them look
Yeah,
the same.
that was them. Did you ever watch the Waltons out in California?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I doubt anybody past the age of, or below the age of 40 knows what the Waltons.
Right. I was going to say, unless you're watching like a channel that replays the Waltons.
And it wasn't really the greatest show ever.
No, it was not.
It was kind of boring if you want to look back at it.
Yeah, it was not.
But I remember when we only had 3 channels. I mean, too. When I was
Sanford and Son and All in the Family were the 2 best shows ever.
My grandparents had that and The Price is Right and Hee Haw. I mean, like, seriously, The Price is Right they watched in the morning.
Wait a minute.
Hee-haw.
Suzanne has told me she also loved Vegas. So I got one person that's in my corner taking up for me out there in television.
I've never watched that. I don't know if it was when I was a teenager and was at the going out age.
Also, 1980, this girl would bring some assets to television, to the theaters that you never saw before. They took up the entire screen, you might say. Dolly, she made it to the big screen today with 9 to 5 as it opened up one of the biggest songs she ever had in a TV blockbuster later on. Big hit at the movie theaters.
This is still a fun. I used to watch.
Do you know who that is?
Movie.
I do know this one.
Do you know who Dolly is in 9 to 5?
Yes.
It's a cute movie.
It is.
The guy, I forget what was his name.
That right there?
The boss.
Right there.
Yeah. He played in Yellowstone. He was
The daddy.
Kevin Costner's dad. He has really gotten old. I don't know if he's still.
Yeah, he's still out there.
Is he?
But he's older.
But this was a funny movie.
Oh, without a doubt. I enjoyed it. Not like stuffing your boss in the trunk of the car when you get fed up with him. I had forgotten about this movie. You ain't even going to know this one. You see how I use the word ain't? I'm warning you, you ain't.
You ain't?
I had to ask my wife, I said, do you remember this show? And she goes, yeah. Anybody remember Little Shop of Horrors?
I watched it.
I do.
That plant ate people, didn't it?
Yeah.
And he'd drag them in there, course them.
Yeah, and it was almost like, wasn't it a musical or something?
It was, I think. It was.
Yeah,
I never watched all of it, but
musicals, that wasn't my thing. But I thought y'all might want to know that it came out on this date. 1998, there was an old boy from Arkansas that said...
Have you been born yet? 98?
I have not.
Okay, go ahead.
We still got 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Did anybody remember the term where he beat on the desk? I did not have sex with that woman.
Yeah.
Anybody remember that term?
Relations.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I used the wrong word. There you go. Bill Clinton impeached on this date in 1998. Now, we all know that meant nothing, but he did get impeached.
Right.
And so did Trump. Didn't mean anything, but they wanted to prove a point, and they got their point across.
And he still, steps out in the spotlight.
He does, as new women bring charges against him.
Nah.
I read this. This was a breaking story this weekend. Kate Winslet, you know who I'm talking about? She was in Titanic. The big theory since 1997, in which this movie came out today in 1997. Anybody remember it? Everybody wants to get up there and do that and fall off and die. Y'all quit doing that. It's bad for you. Yeah. But the controversy has been, why wasn't Jack allowed on top of the door? Y'all know what I'm talking about? The door, they're floating. He's hanging.
Yeah. Well, he had to die. He can't die on top of the door.
The director says...
What she get?
Yeah. He was gone, froze to death.
Poor thing.
The director comes out and says, well, he wouldn't have fit on the door. Everybody else goes, no, we've measured the door. He would have fit. She says that he would have died anyways. The door would have sunk had he got on top. He weighed too much is her choice on that. Y'all believe that? It's why the movie did not put him on that door.
Well, it was a fictional movie, wasn't it?
Supposed to be.
Well, then who cares?
But that has been like a huge topic since that movie came out.
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, she couldn't talk. She's blowing that way.
Look, you know how you have to eat words? This I did eat words on. I have to admit it. I walked by, my wife was watching this. And I said, why are you watching that? That ain't even smart. I don't like that. And the more I stood there and told her how bad the movie was, the more I got engrossed in it. And 8 hours later, I got up out of the chair. It's our first time we saw The Lord of the Rings. It was released on this date back in 2001. Have you been hooked into that? Precious.
No.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Y'all, I'm serious. It's good.
I'm worried about
Gandalf.
life
bad
choices,
involved.
Scotty Ray. Life choices.
Look, another thing that I made fun of, and I had to eat my words on that because I thought it was funny at the time. Bill Engvall and Larry the Cable Guy, that skit that they made many, many moons ago about the Dukes of Hazzard, to where it would be an ego car with a battery in it, where it would be, we'll have to take that battle flag off and put a new flag on top. Well, all that came to light.
Amen.
So I yet again eat my words. Let's see what else happened on this day. 1972, I had to call someone and say, who is this? And then it dawned on me who she was.
Yeah, Alyssa Milano.
She was in Who's the Boss?
Yeah, I used to watch Who's the Boss, and I liked her. And
She don't look
Who's the
nothing like
Boss.
she used to. Chris, look at that picture.
That's what plastic surgery will do.
It's good.
As far as her views on
Yeah,
everything today, she's real liberal.
She was in a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Commando. She was his daughter in that too. I didn't know that till
Really?
the other day, and it was on HBO, something we were watching, and I saw it. I didn't realize she was in that.
But I would have never recognized her. Absolutely no way I would have there.
She's pretty.
Lonnie said she's a pain now.
She is a pain. Yeah.
She does voice her opinion a whole lot.
Do you know who that is, Amanda?
I do not.
Did you watch that movie Charmed that she was also in? Yep, she's out of there. Strike one.
Golly.
We're pulling for you over there. More coming up with Scotty Ray and Candace as we start this early Monday.
J&J Tire Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes. And they even do work on motorcycles. With the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
One of the most important places to you is your home. That's why Patrick Allen Companies is proud to provide style, functionality, and security to your home. There's nothing quite like a well-designed overhead garage door or vinyl replacement windows, or the safety of a storm shelter to help your family feel protected. Patrick Allen offers doors and windows for commercial and industrial with dozens of innovative designs. Patrick Allen Companies, safety, service, and satisfaction.
Welcome back. As our folks at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply are out today, they've got the doors open. 7:30 is when they opened up. Fire pits, those last minute things. They have so many things to choose from in the store, from pretty paper to pretty ribbon. It's all there. If you need a knick-knack, maybe it's a swing that somebody's been asking for, or a comfortable chair, a rocker.
Yeah.
Check that out. That'd be nice. They'll throw in the bow. Look at here. We even also got some poinsettias that are available today. Any plant that you might need to spruce things up for the next couple of days for Christmas dinner.
Poinsettias are always really pretty, yeah. But they have any kind of decorating stuff that you need, ribbon, wreaths, they've got it.
Sunglasses and those folks that have thinner hair, well, right there, take care of it. Get you a good toboggan to keep warm there. Carhartt, they're nice. See them. Deer season's wide open. And don't forget, they got tinks. Get it while you can, as we'll be not long from now talking about the rut. Make sure you got yours. Boots and a whole lot more. Corn, feed, all for your cattle and horse. They'll take care of it. Lauderdale County Farm Supply. As we work on this, already 8:48. How you having a Mississippi time yet? Good yet?
Yes, I'm really enjoying this. Thanks for having me again.
I want to. Do you know what rut is?
Yes, Parker told me.
What it's that must have happened last night. I got a report from
Watch
a young.
your mouth, Scotty Ray.
Well, I did. It happened in Meridian last night. She said I called the police, and I said, "Why'd you call the police?" She said it was two people that done got in the rut out in front of my house, and she said I was tired of watching it. They need to go. So I promise y'all, it was on Old Highway 80 West last night.
Oh, she wasn't talking about like a rut, like it.
Oh no, she was talking about
the rut.
The rut.
Oh, I thought you were referring to that. She was like, rut.
Well, that's what I thought too. Yeah.
No. They were just like the deer. Somebody done got and they done gone crazy.
How old was this woman? But
she was in her 60s. She said the younger couple there was probably in their 20s, and she said, "I ain't putting up with it."
She should have just fired off.
We can't in the city. That's illegal.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was thinking about that earlier whenever you were talking about all the gunshots.
Yeah.
I guess you don't do it in the county because, there was a gunshot on Almuchee Road and you have to figure out if it was a deer or somebody night hunting.
Correct.
It's never shooting in anybody's house.
It's either night hunting or it's a difference to where shots are heard.
Yeah.
But yeah, she didn't appreciate them trying to like each other that much. That's happened, and that's happened twice this week, y'all.
Oh gosh!
In the last week, it's been two incidents of that. Thought you might want to know what goes on behind the scenes there. And speaking of that, it even drifts over to New York City. We had two new recruits that had just joined the NYPD. They got left alone to take a test, and they come back, and they also was deep in the rut.
Oh. Gosh.
They have been thrown off the NYPD police force.
You think?
And seriously. They done got lip locked the whole 9 yards. You can't be doing that if you're police officers. They weren't very good representatives of New York.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, just thought y'all might want to know there.
Good.
Let's see. Yeah.
Let's get out of the rut. Yeah, let's go.
A big change is coming to Saturday Night Live. Now, I no longer watch it because it quit being funny after Dan Aykroyd and everybody left.
I don't.
But this young lady has been on there for 11 years. A girl named Cicely Strong. Anybody know her?
I don't.
Me neither.
Let me watch it.
Let me show
I
you
don't
her picture.
watch it anymore either. After the
This is what she looks like. This is from Daily Mail, so you'll know who I'm talking about. But she's leaving after 11 years, walking off Saturday Night Live. All during the South, you're going, who is that? Me too.
she needs her some Velcro or a snap or something.
You're trying to say that, well, they didn't have it in her size. One size didn't fit all.
That's correct.
Yeah, I believe it.
Bless her heart. It's tough finding clothes that fit after you make it to Hollywood, y'all. It sure is. Did y'all know that we have a new Miss America? And this snuck up on me. I saw where our Miss Mississippi was headed there, but we have a brand new one, Miss Wisconsin. Now, she took a week off from making cheese, and she's headed off, and she is now Miss America.
Well, good.
Is that hair under all?
She is a nuclear scientist, believe it or not. She said she's a big nerd, but definitely Miss America material.
Well, congratulations to her.
Seriously, I knew it was happening, but I didn't know it was this quick. And she's been crowned. Congratulations to her.
Yeah.
Wisconsin is like cheese country, where that football team wears the cheese on their head.
The big, yeah.
I mean,
Where the fans have the hat.
Who sat down and thought of that, Chris?
Piece of cheese on their head.
I was
Put a
reading
piece of
some
cheese.
the comments. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to y'all.
Oh, more on the way. Scotty Ray and Candace is early Monday morning. Honeysuckles on North Hill Street is bringing the Christmas cheer to you this year. And don't forget to order your Christmas centerpiece today. A great way to light up your table. They have hand-painted ornaments brought in from Poland, and they make great Christmas gifts and heirlooms. They carry the complete line of Satterfield pottery, and that's made in Oxford, Mississippi. And don't forget about the fresh wreaths and garlands that are available. Order yours now. Honeysuckles, 2626 North Hill Street. Gifts for the holiday season.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
If you're looking for a deal, go to Facebook and type in East Mississippi Online Marketplace. Scroll through all of the pictures that are there and pick the item that you want to bid on. Bids end on Wednesday night and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And the winning bid can pick up the product the next day. Again, it's easy to do. Go to Facebook, type in East Mississippi Online Marketplace, and find the items that you want to bid on and save a bunch of money. That's 2 different auctions, Wednesday and Sunday night. Both sales end at 8 p.m.
Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace on this early Monday morning as we get your day started for you. And we're glad that you chose us to be a part of that. Let's talk about our friend Chet. Chet's wide open this morning as he gets ready to do some painting. They got sandpaper all lined out. They're going to start today with, well, folks that bumped into a deer. That's become a real common thing. The colder it gets, the more they want to move around. Keep your eyes out. They move a lot at dark. They're seeing a lot of damage with this. But they'll get your car fixed for you, whether somebody's running a red light, backed into you. Big, small, doesn't matter. They fix all this for you at Chet's Paint and Body Shop. A name that you know and trust. I'm telling you, ask around. You'll hear Chet's name mentioned a lot. Color matching that's, well, unsurpassed. See them. 737-2961 is number. That's that paint booth. They'll do your classic car for you down to an itty-bitty scratch. You'll find it all there. Center Hill, 737-2961. Drop in and visit with a friend today. You'll see Chet tell a fishing story or two.
Yeah.
Well, you've been with us quite a bit now, haven't you? Rubbing off on you yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Tell us again what your schedule is going to be, how we can come down and learn a thing or two from you.
Yes, I'll be here Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. So if you want a lesson, call and schedule one. It would be a great Christmas gift as well. So
exactly
keep that in mind.
The Performance Academy is brand spanking new. Maybe a lot of folks haven't heard about it yet, but it's downtown Marie. Tell us in relation to that address. Okay, you hear the address, but what's it next to, Chris?
I always tell people it's right there close by the little subway that goes up under the
tunnel.
So we're about a block west of City Hall.
Okay, not far at all.
Yeah, it's really nice street down through there. So
come visit. Open till 5 o'clock today.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. That's late. Yeah, for after work practice.
That's right.
You
That's
open
right.
at 3? Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Well, this week there'll be somebody there at 10. But,
Okay.
So we're not going to turn anybody away.
Absolutely. Come on down. What's the telephone number to call and book a place?
601-453-3440.
We appreciate you. Anything that we need to relate to your dad, for everybody that has not caught on to this is Gerald Wayne's son.
You could have gone.
I have
all day
ruined
without
your day,
saying
haven't
that. Yeah. It doesn't matter what we need to relate to him. He's not going to hear it. So.
He ain't up yet, is he? A real good friend of mine. I've known Gerald Wayne Thompson forever. A great guy. Chris, we want to thank y'all for coming in and spending time
We've
with us.
enjoyed it, Scotty Ray. Thank you.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Last minute thought there. We're showing here, let me get this up on the screen before we go there, still showing a little bit of sleet in the area. Y'all keep that in mind today. Be careful. Enjoy it while we've got it. We'll be back tomorrow morning. What time, Candace?
8 a.m. sharp. So I hope you have a wonderful day and a blessed day, and we'll see you back in the morning.
Y'all be good.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: